All right, folks. Welcome to this week's episode of The Casuals on the Challenge Podcast Network. I'm your host, the Chief Kunal Kohli, joined alongside the Brett Favre of The Casuals, Isis Makloof, and the Jared Goff of our crew, Alan the Hebrew Hammer Ross.
Of all quarterbacks, you choose him.
Yup. You know why? Because speaking of Jared Goff, he was recently traded to the Detroit Lions alongside 2 future first-rounders and a third-round pick for Matthew Stafford. I know we talked about it a little bit when it broke on our stream this past Saturday. Folks, if you missed that, catch us at our next drunk stream coming to you at The Challenge Sports on twitch.tv. Use your Twitch Prime on us. Subscribe. Like us. But we talked about winners, you know. Let's talk about losers. Who do you guys think lost this trade? We're going to start off with the Jared Goff of the team. Alan, who do you think lost this?
So I think we can both be honest. Both teams involved in the trade, they both won. Like, let's be real. Lions got a haul, and the Rams, you know, they might have given up a lot. A lot of people think that they gave up too much, but Stafford's going to take them to the next level. He's going to open up the offense, and they get out of that horrible trade, or they get out of that horrible Goff contract, which is one of the worst contracts in the entire league. So considering that they both won, someone had to lose. And I think that has to be Patriots fans. Like, let's be real. Elias, do you agree with me?
Oh, yeah, I agree. But I just want to say one thing. Me getting compared to Brett Favre has nothing to do with me sending PP pics to girls that don't want them.
Nope. No. I was strictly referring to your amazing sidearm.
Okay.
Absolute cannon.
Okay. I just wanted to put that out there in the universe.
Yeah, Elias is classy. Let's be real.
Yeah, I ask before I send PP pics.
Or he at least gets the conversation started. He doesn't just send it randomly.
Yeah, no, the Patriots, they lost that trade. Nobody wants to play for Bill Belichick or the Patriots anymore. But I mean, just like to think about this, like to say you don't want to go to one of the winningest organizations in all of football just so you can go play for the Rams is. We're seeing a power shift in the NFL. The Patriots are not the top dog anymore.
Let's go back, though, because some people that are listening might not know what we're even talking about.
I was about to say, let's get some context here, boys.
So Matt Stafford, he gave his team a list of trade destinations, which included 31 teams. And the one team that he did not want to go to, he refused to go to, was the Patriots.
No.
Yep. And why is this awesome? Because Patriots fans, once they heard that Matt Stafford wanted to be traded, they were the loudest people in the room. They were the ones that wanted him. They were the ones that were like, oh, Matt Stafford, you know, he's going to fill Tom Brady's shoes. He's perfect for Bill Belichick. The one team he refused to go to happened to be the Patriots. And I love every single second of it.
Now, Isis, as a Jets fan, I got to know, how does it feel knowing a really good QB in this league wanted to go to the Jets over the Patriots?
I got to say, what was he smoking? Because who wants to go to the Jets, even though they are an up-and-up team? I got to say that because I'm a fan. But, yeah, that was really surprising that he wanted to come to a team that has no weapons, has a pretty bad offensive line, a new head coach, over the Patriots, who are established in the league. I'm pretty excited about that. It means just nobody wants to go to the Patriots. I mean, he really didn't have a say in where he goes, but the fact that like the Lions organization were smart enough to say like, okay, we're not going to send him to the place that he wants to go or send him to the Patriots just so that like he can go win a Super Bowl. It's very exciting. It got me like a quarter chub just thinking about that.
decent, solid.
So let's unpack this though. So like, what is the reason that he didn't want to go to the Patriots? Like, I understand they don't have weapons. Their line is kind of suspect. Their defense doesn't look that good. There's a lot of question marks. Maybe they're in the rebuilding stage. Maybe Bill Belichick is leaving soon. Maybe he's about to retire.
Like, Bill Belichick has a really grating personality too. I mean, him and Brady butted heads for years.
But do you guys think it stems deeper than just the team in general? Like, is it because the Patriots, they had this reign over the entire league for like 30 years? Do you think players around the league just are despising the Patriots because of it? Like most fans, if you ask 90% of NFL fans, they're probably going to tell you that they hate the Patriots. So maybe it's the same thing with the quarterbacks. Am I onto something here?
I'm going to be real with you guys. I can't hear you.
All right, Jesus is deaf right now. But
Jesus Christ, I don't know why I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
I don't know if you can hear me because I can't hear you.
I think his AirPods
Let's try to
ran out of battery.
Figure this one out, boys.
All right. Going back to your question, I don't know if it's necessarily like a deep-seated hatred for the Patriots. You know, the Yankees are the winningest organization in the MLB. Do players not want to go to the Yankees because most fans don't like the Yankees? No.
I don't know, because the Yankees, they usually can offer more money than most teams. While
that
with
is true.
Stafford, he was under contract. He had the decision. The money's going to be the same no matter what. I don't know. Like, I feel like he would have fit on that team pretty well. And they were like the favorites to sign him. Before the trade, they were the favorites to sign him. So I feel like there has to be something up. And I just wonder, it's like, maybe it's the racism in Boston.
The cold winters.
Yeah, the cold winters. Maybe he's too old to be playing outside.
Car.
Yeah, maybe it's that. Although he was playing in Detroit, which is not much better.
That's why I didn't say he doesn't own a snowblower, because if you live in Detroit, you probably own a snowblower.
Yeah, that's
he also
true.
played in the dome.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, the weather in general there, it's like when he goes outside, the weather is still shot in the winter.
Yeah, but I mean, going out into the snow for a little bit, and let's be honest, he probably doesn't even shovel his driveway or snow blow it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like, come on. So playing in the cold versus playing in a dome where it's warm, it's probably more enticing to play in LA than it is outside in the cold for Bill Belichick and the Patriots.
It definitely is, but there was 31 other teams, and there's a bunch of teams, like even Buffalo, they were on his radar.
I would pay so much money to watch Matt Stafford move to Buffalo, move to like Allentown, right? Have to like shovel his driveway every morning, deal with lake effect snow. I just want a whole sitcom based around that.
Well, like Elias said, he's not doing much shoveling. I mean, He does have a pussy shoulder. He's going to pull it if he has to shovel.
But I would watch that sitcom of him dealing with a Buffalo winter.
Yeah, man, that'd be something.
But I just don't see it like a huge conspiracy behind the Patriots. Like, just everything you've alluded to, no weapons, Belichick being grating, cold winters in Boston being a racist-ass town, although Matt Stafford is white. And
not from the waist down, though.
That is true. Second to Nick Foles.
Jeez. Nick Foles does have a big one.
All I'm saying. But
yeah, I feel like I personally think it stems deeper than that. I think Patriots fans should be kicking themselves, and I really think I really think it's actually part of the blame should be put onto them, because they've been so annoying for the past 20 years. And these NFL athletes, like they listen, they look at what these fans say. They're well aware of how annoying they are. He just wanted no part of that.
I'm happy with any Patriots hell. They've been winning for 20 years. Let them lose 2 seasons at the very least. Us as fans, we deserve that.
It's always funny when a player turns down the Patriots. It's like remember when Reggie Wayne was their big free agent signing that one year, and Tom Brady came back to training camp to throw to him, and like the first day that he played with Tom Brady, he retired on the spot, and all the Patriots fans were just in denial. It was the funniest. It was one of the funniest moments I have ever witnessed.
I think the funniest thing I've ever seen was Tom Brady's son. He denied his father a kiss on the lips, and you could see his soul his soul left his body, and he was like, damn, I can't tongue my own son.
The disappointment, man. He must have felt in that one moment.
Yeah, he's I literally can't tongue my son. I just want to tongue him so bad.
Just wait till they got home.
My Tom Brady impression sounds a lot like my Pat Mahomes impression. If you couldn't tell.
Speaking of some quarterbacks, Aaron Rodgers spotted in the back of a pickup truck with an 18 rack. I gotta ask our residential beer expert, Isis, how long do you think it's gonna take Aaron Rodgers to finish that?
Oh, at least the whole offseason. I mean, the man drinks his beers like he's a little pussy. I mean, no offense to him. I mean, you can't chug one beer in a game, and you're gonna think that you're gonna make me think you're gonna drink that whole 18 pack in one sitting. I don't see it.
All right, Alan, you?
I would have to agree with Elias over here. I think he only posed with it for clout. He knew someone was going to see it. He wanted people to know that he was enjoying his off season. And I think that it was just for show. He's not going to even come close to finishing that.
And with all that money that he has, you can't get a fucking 30 rack. You can't share the wealth with your boys, your offensive linemen. Come on, man. Like, what are you doing?
And what was it, like Bud Light?
Yeah, it was Bud Light.
Like, I get it. They're the official sponsor of the NFL, but come on, bro. You look like an IPA guy.
He'd probably get hammered off of one IPA.
Oh, yeah. One of those triple IPAs. He'd be blacked out.
Oh, he'd be done.
He'd be spinning.
Jesus, do you want to show Aaron Rodgers how it's done?
Yeah, I got a Bud Light here. I'll show the can. We are currently sponsored by Bud Light. I had to pay for this Bud Light. I don't know why we're sponsored. You'd think we'd get some free ones, but no. But yeah, here goes. This is to Aaron Rodgers.
Jesus Christ, bro.
An animal. An absolute animal.
That's how you do it, Aaron.
Damn, dude. You full sent that shit.
I only fucking send it, man.
No half sends around here.
Nope. Except for those Aaron Rodgers pussy ass. He didn't even half send it. He quarter sent it. He went back for a second sip.
Yo, maybe he chugged a triple IPA right before the fourth quarter of his last game, and that's why he didn't run it in for that touchdown.
Yeah, and maybe he was just spinning. He was like, I know if I get hit, I'm gonna fucking puke.
That had to be it.
We figured it out. It wasn't Matt LaFleur.
All right, boys. Historical day in Eagles history this past week. They just announced introduced Nick Sirianni to the organization in a Zoom call. I know, as an Eagles fan, I had some mixed feelings. Isis, what are your thoughts?
My biggest takeaway from that press conference was the Eagles need to run their system. They need to get into their system. They need to find their system. They need to become their system. They need to system, get some more system in there. And then they can get their veteran good players to learn the system. Then the system might work and they might get a good system. That's all I got from it.
You know what I took from it? This is what I took from it, though. All I know is that Ciriani, sorry if I butchered your name, bro, but this is the way it has to be. It was so relatable, honestly. It's like when you're going for a job interview and they ask you to tell them about yourself and you have no idea what to say. So you just start rambling about nothing, hoping that something clicks, hoping that something works, but you know that you've just been rambling for like 5 minutes about nothing. And that's exactly what it was.
It's the kid at the this class presentation who didn't do the reading, didn't help at all with it, has to just bullshit at the last second. And you know what? If that's the system we go with, that's the system.
Exactly.
But the question is he the new Adam Gase? What was worse, Adam Gase, Crazy Eyes, or system?
I would take system any day over Crazy Eyes.
Yeah, that crazy, like that was the worst first impression I have ever seen in my entire life.
And he did it in front of New York media, which makes it 20 times worse. Because
Exactly.
you know you're getting roasted.
All the memes were instant. Like this one, it took a couple minutes for them to settle in. But like right as soon as he gave us the bug eyes, everyone's like, "Yo, is Gase on crack? What is up with them?"
Oh, Adam Gase.
Yeah, that was also a horrible first impression. That was huge Gase energy right there.
I wouldn't go so far to say huge Gase energy, but
I don't know, man.
I'm hesitant about Philly's future.
You should. And like as a Colts fan, like he was our offensive coordinator in a Frank Reich led offense. So he really wasn't doing much if you really think about it.
So I think the logic there was he played under Frank, who played under Peterson, who played under Reed.
The coaching tree.
The coaching literally comes from one of the best coaching trees in like NFL history.
Then why didn't they just keep Andy Reid?
Because
literally everything.
Or
the
Peterson.
Eagles are literally stupid as shit, and they needed the Chip Kelly era to remind them what stupidity is.
I don't know. I'm not feeling too good about this hiring. If I'm gonna be honest, I think it's gonna lead to everyone realizing they fired the wrong guy.
Yeah, it's gonna be I hope we get at least 6 wins. Hopefully. But it's gonna come down to the system. You know, it's all about the system in Philly these days.
I mean, like there was one positive though. I mean, like you do need a system that everyone can follow. Like he's not necessarily wrong.
No, he really isn't, but I don't think he quite knows what he's doing yet, and having a first year coach for that team was just not a good call.
I mean, looking back at it, like I guess maybe Peterson's system was too complex for Wentz to understand. I mean, we saw it right when Frank left. He just kind of looked lost out there. He wasn't getting the ball out quickly. He wasn't doing the things that he was supposed to do. So if they have an easy to follow system, maybe if it's written in crayon, maybe that's enough for Carson Wentz to understand. But I don't know. I am not high on that hiring. I don't think it makes any sense.
No, and part of it is, like right before Peterson got fired, there was leaks that he wanted more control over the team's roster. Makes sense, you know. Coach wants to build a roster that he can win with, and Howie Roseman and the Eagles front office wasn't willing to do that. I think with Sirianni, he's a guy who's not going to do that.
He's a puppet. He's a Jason Garrett.
I mean, I wouldn't go so far to call him a puppet, but yeah, he's a puppet. He's totally a puppet.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, Eagles fans should not be happy about this. First impressions, the first impression is everything. Let's be real, guys. Like when you first meet a girl and when she gives off that hood rat energy, are you going to go on a second date?
I mean, obviously not.
I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, I mean, like if she's bad enough, yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
If
But
I'm
like,
if I'm like, how am I even on this date with this person because she's so much hotter than me? Then I'd probably give her a second chance.
but if she's like a 7 and she gives you just generic answers or she's just a generic person, like if
Yeah,
I
I'd be done with
smash,
her.
I'm out. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done after that. That's it.
Can we get your impression of a generic person?
All right, yeah. Pretend like we're on a date.
Hey, so you trying to go back to my place later, or what's the story here? I paid for dinner. I'm thinking I'm getting some cheeks.
I'm sorry. I have dance lessons at 8 a.m. So I can't stay out too late.
Oh, don't worry. I'll give you 2 pumps.
2 pumps?
Yeah, that's it. That's all
What
I
is
need.
that? What do you
Just,
mean?
like give you 1 thrust, 2 thrust. You might get lucky and get a 3rd.
I can't believe men nowadays. This is ridiculous. When will you guys learn that we are more than objects at your disposal? I don't know who gave you this idea, why you think it's okay, but this is definitely not gonna fly.
Then I guess you're paying for half the meal.
Sorry, I forgot my wallet.
What do you mean you forgot your wallet? You literally drove here. Don't you need your license to drive?
Yeah, I just keep my license on me and that's it.
So what happens if you needed to buy something for an emergency? You just don't have your card?
Uh, um,
Well, do you have Venmo?
I left my phone at home.
Well, it doesn't matter. I could just text you my Venmo later and you could just send half.
Yeah, that's fine. Just text it to me later.
Okay, are you a big tipper or are you just a standard 20%?
How about 8%?
Okay, I'm cool with that.
So I learned some things there. I now know why Isis hasn't gotten laid in months, maybe even years.
You got to be upfront, man. You got to tell them what you want.
Secondly, 8%? Come on, man. Was the service
Hey.
that bad?
Hey, man, my thought is I should like the place that you work for should be paying your salary, not me. But I mean, I do usually give the 20%. But if someone was down to give 8%, I was going halfsies. I'd take it.
Yeah,
it's just me.
I hate when people don't tip well. It actually really pisses me off.
Yeah, like I mean, I usually tip well, but just
Yeah.
like my thought is like the restaurant should be paying you a livable wage. I shouldn't have to pay extra for that.
Yo, quick question for you guys. You guys go on a date. Like obviously you don't expect the your date to pay half or even offer to pay half, and that's fine. But I think as long as they offer to pay for the tip, like I'm not gonna make them pay for the tip, but if they offer, I think that's pretty attractive. Personally.
Yeah, like even if they offer to pay for the date, that's a really good sign.
I think that's kind of weird.
I don't know. Like there was one day I went in Rochester. Like I took her to a coffee shop. She offered to pay for the coffees, and I was like, "Oh no, I got this. Like it's fine." And like she was like, "No, I'll pay for it." And I was like, "Fine, you can pay for it. You can pay for it." And I was like, "Damn, I just got a free coffee. Let's go." Made my day.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm looking for a sugar mama. So anytime she wants to pay, I'm cool with that. Hey, you get your money, boo. I don't give a fuck where it comes from.
I just feel like the act of kindness, like as long as there is like at least an offer, instead of like that weird thing that girls do where like they have their wallet, but like they like put it next to them so like you can't see it, I guess. And then like right when like the waiter or whatever brings the bill, like they wait for your reaction. Like I notice those things and I feel like that's so unattractive when it's like you had no intention of even like at least offering.
Well, like, what are they getting? Like, if I go to a place and like I'm gonna get some
Yeah.
chicken tendies because
Well, if
that's
they
just what
like,
I
if you
get.
take her to a nice dinner, it's like $80. You know,
But
it's
how much?
like,
But how much? Like, if she got steak and lobster, and I'm sitting here with chicken tendies, like I think she should pay for her portion.
Dog, if you're at a nice ass restaurant, if you're at like a Gordon Ramsay restaurant and you're getting chicken tendies,
yeah, you're the red flag in that
yeah,
situation.
like my ass is gone.
Unless
Hey,
you're like one
man,
of those people that like can only order chicken tenders everywhere they go.
Even
chicken
then,
tenders are always good.
like
That's the safe option, I guess.
So like,
we're at a 5-star restaurant, we're at a Michelin star restaurant, and you're ordering chicken tendies. Get the risotto.
I don't
Like
know what the fuck risotto is. I'm
It's
not
it's
gonna
like,
eat that.
delicious.
it's
That's
just
all you gotta
cheese
know.
and rice.
So if it's a fancy restaurant, then it's fancy chicken tendies.
Yeah, it's got the panko breading. That's
They
a good
call
call.
it a breaded chicken piccata.
Yo, I went to Texas Roadhouse the other week, and like I don't know if you guys been there recently.
I mean, I haven't been in it.
So
Been years.
so first of all, their steak isn't that good. It has zero crust. But my dumbass, I see people ordering blue cheese on their steak all the time, and I like blue cheese. So I was like, okay, like, can I get blue cheese on my steak? And they said, yeah. I was like, is this like a weird thing to order? They're like, no, everyone does it. I'm like, okay, sounds good. Get the steak back. It's literally smothered in like blue cheese dressing. Like the entire thing was smothered in it. And every single bite just tasted like straight up blue cheese. It was it was the nastiest thing I've ever had in my entire life.
You want to know what you messed up on?
The blue cheese.
No, you didn't get the chicken tendies.
Yeah, it's
You
true.
should have got chicken tendies and blue cheese. Low key kind of sounds like it would slap.
Have you
No,
ever
like-
had Texas Roadhouse chicken tendies?
If it's a dip, that's fine, but imagine smothering a chicken tender in blue cheese. Like that's not gonna
Probably
fly
delicious.
for me. Not gonna fly.
Yo, I was at this diner once, and I ordered a plate of mozzarella sticks because I'm basic as all fuck. And they didn't have marinara sauce, so the waitress gave me blue cheese.
Oh,
It slapped. It slapped surprisingly hard.
yeah, it's a good combo.
Yeah, like cheese on more cheese. I was down with it. Like, and now like I'll try to introduce more people to it. Be like, yo, don't get the marinara. Get some blue cheese with it, and they just look at me like I'm weird. And I'm just like,
Well, it's a texture thing. You don't want like soggy fried stuff with blue cheese.
dude, it just flavor wise though, it went really well.
Yeah, but then it gets soggy and it's kind of weird.
Well, no, I mean, you just like dip it in and then boom, you're good.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna disagree with you on that one. Like it's fine, not judging you, but yeah, there's way better options than having blue cheese on Mott sticks. I'd rather have hot sauce. Hell, ranch is probably better than blue cheese with Mott sticks.
See, I don't even fuck with ranch anymore. Like, I'm a straight up blue cheese guy. That's how upstate New York I am.
I mean, I love blue cheese as much as the other guy, or as much as the next guy, but ranch fits better with that for texture purposes.
Is this your deciding factor here?
I'm not a big blue cheese guy at all. I don't give a fuck about blue cheese.
Fuck.
I'm a ranch guy.
Yo, we
Fuck
gotta
those
stop
weirdos.
getting so off topic.
All right, folks. Super Bowl Sunday's coming up, and we have the master of prop bets. He was your guy with his golden ticket. Easus, lead us to the prop bet wonderland that you have.
So we got some good prop bets for the Super Bowl this year. The first one that I have is how many times will Roger Goodell's ugly ass mug be shown on TV? Over 1.5, that's minus 120 odds, or under 1.5 times for minus 120 odds. Me personally, I think it's in his contract that he gets shown on screen 3 times in a Super Bowl, so I'm going to go with the over. That guy is just loving chasing the clout. He loves people to see his ugly ass face, and he's a egomaniac.
Is it
and an
during the
asshole.
broadcast or is it during the game?
Broadcast? Well, during the game, yeah.
I'm gonna say under.
Really?
Because you're right. Like you have to show him before the game and after the game during the ceremony. I could see him popping up at probably once, but I don't think there's really a need to show him that much during the game.
See, I agree with Isis here because I think they're gonna say, "Hey, here's the commissioner. He's letting first responders, like people with high risk jobs, whatever, get tickets to the Super Bowl this year. Probably show him a second time. Here's the owner's box. Look who's with him." I think we get at least 2 Roger Goodell sightings during the game itself.
And plus, there's probably not a lot of people like celebrities that are going to be going this year, so he's going to be the main guy. I don't personally want to see his ugly face, but hey, I guess we're going to have to.
I don't think he's that ugly, to be honest.
Damn, man.
Would you take him on a date?
Yeah.
Is he paying?
He should pay. He's making millions of dollars.
I'll take a free date.
Out.
There aren't too many people I wouldn't take a free date for.
But Isis, what's your next prop bet?
With all of the corporate elites taking down our stocks this past week, being assholes, I thought I would throw in a Bitcoin one. It's what would happen to the price of Bitcoin during the Super Bowl? Will it go up? That's minus 145 odds, or will it go down at plus 105? I think it's going to go up because I think people are going to be talking about it. And I think it's just going to go up because, crypto is 24/7, 365, and it's just going to go up. I like the odds plus 105.
I think it's going to go up too, but I think it's more because of the Super Bowl parties. And if you have a couple crypto gods at the parties, people are going to be talking about it at those parties. You're going to have other people in the crowd who were investing in Dogecoin this past week. So they're going to be like, "Oh, I invested in other cryptos. Why can't I get the crypto of the cryptos?" And then you're going to see a bunch of purchasing. So I think you're right on this, Elias.
I'm usually right.
I'll dissent
That's
here.
debatable.
I was gonna say, yeah, your golden ticket record does not indicate that.
I'm close to 500 Kunal. We'll see.
Anyways, I'm gonna go with I think it'll go down. I think the reason being people are investing more money into Dogecoin, which is going to be the superior crypto. Give it a few days, months, years.
Don't be a casual, Kunal. That ship has sailed.
We're on a podcast called The Casuals, and I already sunk $50 into Dogecoin. I'm waiting to make a return on my investment.
You sunk how much?
Only $50.
15?
50.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're going to the moon.
Dude, it's already going down. Like, don't be surprised if it's at 2 cents tonight.
Probably already is at 2 cents. Last time I checked, it was at 3.
Yep, it's been hovering around like 3.35 for the past like 3 days.
It spiked at 4.8 earlier today around noon. Yeah.
Jeez, you should have sold.
I should have. But you know what? I'm holding out. I think we're gonna get to 10 cents. Isis, next prop bet.
Okay. Will the Weeknd have a nip slip at this year's halftime show? Yes, at plus 1,000, or no, minus 5,000.
Yes.
I think he's going to have a Janet Jackson moment. He's going to take his shirt off. Both nipples are going to be out with a piercing in the left nipple, and we're going to make some serious coinage on that one.
You know what? I don't think it's going to be considered a slip, because I think he's going to be wearing a shirt that's very loose that you can kind of already see it, and he's going to move weird and it's going to show up. But I think that's what he wanted the entire time. That's why he would wear a shirt like that. So would it be considered a nip slip if like he's wearing a shirt that already has his nips out?
No. Well, it is a wardrobe malfunction, and I think if he's showing nip, I think that's a malfunction.
That's an easy bet to take because I think he's gonna be wearing something pretty revealing already.
But if he has pepperoni nipples, do you think he wants people to see
Oh,
them? And he is a
Does-
beefy boy.
he'll be
Does
rocking
he
a
have
wife
pepperoni
beater.
nipples?
He might.
We don't know. I've never seen his nipples, but we might see it on Sunday.
Dude, not the Ronies. So with the Super Bowl coming, um, there's the Super Bowl, there's the national anthem, and then there's the halftime performance. A lot of people they only tune in to watch the commercials and the halftime show. And over the past couple of years, I'm not gonna lie, I think the halftime shows have been absolutely horrible. And I think there's a few reasons for that. And it kind of reminds me of Saturday Night Live in a sense. I feel like the people that run the Super Bowl, they're trying way too hard to tend to different demographics, different age groups and stuff like that. They're like, oh, we need like Bruno Mars and then we need Paul McCartney. And they just have this weird group of people. They have a weird set. And then they never really give us what we actually want. And I feel like if they just gave the artists control over the set and like let them decide what was going to happen, I think that would actually fix the entire halftime shows.
As somebody who was a part of a Super Bowl halftime show, I would like to disagree with you. I think I cannot trash something that I've been a part of, and I think that they've all been great Super Bowl halftime shows.
Now, are you saying that so you can return and be a part of the weekend Super Bowl show?
Yes, he is.
Show?
Nope. I've already been a part of a previous Super Bowl halftime show. When I went to the Super Bowl, when the Eagles and the Patriots played, I got to see Maroon 5 play. They gave us these dope ass bracelets that lit up, and you're supposed to put your hand in the air, and they did a pass over, and you could definitely see me because I was the sexiest one in the stands. And they said, wow, that kid, he was a part of the halftime show. He made history.
Yo, how bad was that halftime show though?
It was pretty bad.
Like, who was that rapper guy that showed up? Like,
I don't.
It was like
I didn't even know, and I was there.
Travis Scott? Wasn't that Travis Scott, or was that the year?
No,
after?
that was after. I thought that was last year's with the SpongeBob one with the sicko mode.
Last year was Shakira and J-Lo.
Which one was the sicko mode?
Was it the Rams one? Rams and Patriots?
Was that the one with the SpongeBob thing? And
Yeah,
like it was there for like it was there for 1 second, and then all of us were just honey-dicked, and we were like, what the fuck is this? And that was the transition to fucking Travis Scott. That was so bad. Oh my god.
I think they're just bad because they're so short, you know? Like you can sing like one part of the song and then you got to like move on to the next one because you got to get all your hits in.
And it's a bunch of people, random people just thrown into one set, and like they have no control over it. You can tell. Remember it was like Katy Perry riding like the donkey, and then like Slash comes out of the ground
for no reason.
Yeah, it was like, what is happening? But the way keep going. Sorry.
I gotta say though, like it's a change from those like post Janet Jackson years where they like just played the safe card the entire time and just brought out like the most vanilla acts.
Yeah. But like I would rather just see like one good act rather than like 8 shitty small acts. Like NBA All-Star game. They have it right every single year. They had J. Cole do that one, I think it was 2 years ago. That was just a brilliant halftime show. You could tell like he was the one that designed it. He was the one that decided everything. And it was just, it looked like, I mean, it was basically like being at a real J. Cole concert. And that was what was awesome about it.
All right, Isis, because your ass hurts, let's keep this quick. Super Bowl picks, boys. Who do we got? Let's start off with Isis.
I'm not going to go into the whole like whose defense is better, whose corner is better, whose quarterback is better. The only reason Tampa Bay is going to win is because it was destined to happen. Think about this. Who was in the World Series? The Tampa Bay Rays. Who won the NHL Stanley Cup? The Tampa Bay Lightning. Who is in the Super Bowl now? Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Where is the game being played? Tampa Bay. A Florida team was in the NBA Finals. The NBA Finals was played at Disney World. It is written in the stars. Tom Brady's going to win another Super Bowl, and the Bucs are going to win.
Yeah, I got the Bucs as well for completely different reasons. I just feel like it's exactly what most fans do not want to happen, so it's probably going to happen. It just seems like it's like a fantasy story. It was just written in the stars, and it was probably scripted by the league, but we won't get into that. But the Bucs are probably going to come out on top and piss us all off. However, I do think if the Bucs did win, there would be this huge storyline of like, oh, can Pat Mahomes even be the GOAT if he can't even beat the GOAT at age 80? That's going to be happening all next year. And then we're going to get the same exact matchup next year. And Pat Mahomes is going to come out on top.
I don't know, man. It's the Chiefs. They're the most dynamic offense in the league. Like, I know Tampa Bay has one of the best offense or defenses in the league, but can they stop Pat Mahomes? Can anybody stop Pat Mahomes? And if, the Chiefs lose, the league is definitely rigged. 100% rigged.
All you need is them to have a bad quarter or two, which is very possible. Especially with Pat Mahomes in playoff games. It seems like he likes to take entire quarters off.
But this is the Super Bowl, man. Like, he's already played in one. He knows he can't take quarters off.
I mean, he took a couple of quarters off last year.
But that was a different story. It wasn't against one of the greatest quarterbacks to play the game. So,
can you ask your Magic 8-Ball hat who's going to win?
Magic 8-Ball hat, who's going to win?
Not Patriots fans.
Yeah, not Patriots fans.
Oh, wait, they very well might win this. Never mind. Yeah, they would win if Tom Brady won.
It says try again later. Just for reference. Boys, the NBA is getting a little disrespectful out here. Katie's liking Instagram posts calling Draymond and Clay bitches. Clay is threatening to drop 40 and a quarter on Big Baby Davis. LeBron's throwing heckling fans out of arenas. Is a disrespectful NBA a good look for the league?
Oh yeah, easily. I think this is what makes the league great. It's a players' league. There's drama pretty much every single week somewhere in the league. This is what draws us fans in. This is what the other sports leagues can't replicate. They can't replicate the drama. It just makes everything way more entertaining. There's scuffles. Scruffle. Yeah, there's scuffles between like Jimmy Buckets and Warren like last year. That was an awesome storyline. It just seems like they're doing it right, and I think the disrespect just adds this element to it that no one can replicate.
The toxic NBA is my favorite type of NBA. I love it when people are talking shit. Everybody can't be friends. You're competing against each other. Talk some fucking shit. But some shit I'd like to talk is I would score 155 points against Klay Thompson in one quarter. And because he can't guard me, he can't guard my step back. I'm going to drive on him all day. And I guarantee that I'd play him right now with his bum knee and I'd drop 250. And once he gets better, it's 155.
Now, let me ask you guys this. Who is the most disrespectful player in the league right now?
Draymond thinks it's him, but it's not him.
No, it's definitely not Draymond.
He's, to be honest with you, I'm going to get a little bit more toxic here. Draymond is actually a bitch. Let's be real. He likes to punch people in their nuts. He really wanted to get some of LeBron James' splooge on his face in the finals. He's not the toughest guy in the league.
Wait, are we saying disrespectful to other players or to fans?
Let's go with other players, you know? Although there's only one right answer to the question for both, and it's Kevin Garnett, who at least is still in the league.
Like for fans, I would say Kevin Durant, because it seems like he's just roasting someone every single day on Twitter.
His Twitter game is legendary, man.
It's amazing. It's just I love it. I love to see it. He's one of my favorite follows. But player wise, wouldn't you have to put Jimmy Butler there? Even Russell Westbrook, he's always saying like how people are way too small every time he posts someone up. He rocks the baby. I love it. Yeah, he's always in people's ears. Like when he was yelling at John Wall the other day, that was awesome. Fully expected too. Yeah, I would probably put Russell Westbrook there.
Jeez, I don't even know. If I was in the league, it'd totally be me because I love talking shit to players.
Who would you most want to talk shit to, Isis?
Joel Embiid. That guy's a bitch. Fuck him. We used to be Shirley Temple brothers, but not anymore. He can go fuck himself.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
I think
Jared Dudley.
no, what's the fuck's his name?
Fucking king.
What the fuck's his name? He played for the Knicks last year. He was one of the power forwards. I can't think of his name right now. Bobby Portis.
I love
Body
Portis.
Whatever.
Portis?
Bobby Portis is he probably is the most disrespectful one out there, I would say. I mean, he punched his teammate in the face in Chicago.
Yeah, that's true.
He punched Andrew Luck.
Yeah, that's why he broke his ribs.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, who else? Like, I can't really think of too many other guys that are always in the media for.
Devin Booker's he likes to talk shit.
What about Marcus Morris?
Marcus Morris is just violent. Like, he wakes up every day and chooses violence.
Yeah, he's an evil person.
Yeah, like, you know, there's like some people who are just like really good people. Like, they'll help the elderly cross the street, save kittens from trees, like, and whatnot. Marcus Morris is the absolute opposite of that. I'm pretty sure if you took him to an elementary school to like do some charity fundraiser, he would actually like dunk a kid. You know?
You know what? The NBA is fumbling the bag because they know that we love this. We love conflict. That's what we watch the games for. That's why we pay attention. I wish they all had mics on and like they would bleep out like all of the bad words and the N-word and all the racial slurs that they probably say to each other, obviously. But if we could actually hear them shit talking each other, I think that would make the game so much better.
I would pay so much money if there's like an uncensored feed on League Pass for that.
Literally. Like I want to see like what Jokic sounds like when someone's talking shit.
Jokic just stares him down, man. He's a scary motherfucker.
He probably says some corny shit and they both probably start laughing.
I don't know, man. I feel like game time Jokic is a lot different than like off the court Jokic.
I don't know. He's a goof. He really is. Or like Ricky Rubio, like yelling at people in Spanish.
Or like, what did Lucas say after he was called the bitch ass white boy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I want to hear what Denny Avocado is saying. He's probably like, because like he learned English through Call of Duty. He's probably telling all these guys that he wants to fuck their mom and shit.
Dude.
And they're like, no, buddy, we want to fuck your mom.
Yeah.
Denny on the court must be like the best Xbox Live party chat you've ever been a part of.
Literally. I can only imagine. Like, why haven't they done this yet?
No, Rated R NBA is a must watch, and I
Yeah,
need that
like,
in my life now.
They have Nickelodeon NFL. We want FX. Yeah, we want
FXX.
no, we want Comedy Central NBA after 1 a.m. Yeah, that's what we need in this world. So long, farewell. I bid you a farewell. Adieu, adieu to you and you and you.
Catch us next Thursday on YouTube, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcast. This has been the Casuals on this Challenge Podcast Network. I'm the Chief, joined by the Hebrew Hammer, Alan Ross, and Isis.
Do, 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 do.